Hello everyone, Time to Grind here, and today I wanted to talk about the recent Warcraft 3 Reforged drama because there has been a lot of it. And long story short, Warcraft 3 Reforged is a remastering of Warcraft 3 that recently came out. And overall, people were really hyped up and excited for it because, you know, Warcraft 3 is the birth of so many amazing things. It's the birth of MOBAs in itself with the original Dota and then League of Legends and Dota 2, and there were so many things. I mean, the campaign was fun. People were hyped about this game. And overall, it is somehow it's not a remaster, it's not an upgrade, it's a downgrade of the original game. And there is a lot to unpack here, so overall, I'm not going to go into super big details of each individual thing, but I just wanted to let you guys know everything that supposedly is wrong with this game, because it's quite impressive how badly Blizzard messed this up. So overall, they, in trailers and interviews and, the hyping up the game, they said that it was going to be a super ambitious remake of Warcraft 3 Reign of Chaos and the Frozen Throne expansion. So, they're already building up hype. They said it was going to have revamped user interfaces and cutscenes, and it was going to have more dynamic camera angles, and they said they were going to be recording more dialogue, and they were tweaking the single-player campaigns. So, it sounded like it was going to be this thing that was going to have a lot of work put into it, and it was truly going to be an amazing remaster. So, I'm going to go over just kind of quickly all of the things, first off, just wrong with the game. So first off, when units move, the animations are locked to 20 FPS, so the game just looks clunky constantly and there's nothing you can do about that. They are charging money for new models in the game. The cutscenes are practically the exact same as in the classic game, even though they said otherwise. There's also no new campaigns. None of the story elements were actually reworked. The UI and the interface is the exact same as in the original. Supposedly the translation and localizations in some of the languages are just awful, especially I've heard the German version. It just has a ton of mistakes in it. There's also no custom lobbies. So that's just all the things wrong with the game at first. Not only is just things wrong with the game, maybe, it wasn't as up to the standards that they kind of hyped up for, but they also just removed things that were in the original game. So, things that were in the original Warcraft 3 and are no longer there in the, Warcraft 3 Reforged is there's no automated tournaments anymore at all. There's no clan features, profile pages, or ladder brackets. There's no more 3D animated campaign backgrounds and portraits. There's no communal chat anymore, and there's no custom campaigns. And so I just real fast want to show you the difference between what they advertised and what it's actually looking like. So this is just, a part of the campaign where they were showing off some of the new, stuff. So this is the original, and this is what it actually looks like. And so as you can see, there's a pretty big drastic difference. Obviously, it still looks a little bit better than the original, somewhat, but it is not at all what they advertised and hyped up for. So, people have been kind of crying that it's, false advertisement. And, honestly, seeing stuff like this, I kind of agree. Because if you show trailers and you're like, oh, it's super new awesome animations, over-the-shoulder camera angles, never before seen detail, and then you don't even really do that, it's kind of iffy. And, some of the textures do look nicer, but the thing is most of the players when playing the game are going to play the game all the way zoomed out, so you're not even really going to see a lot of those things. So, the one couple things that they did, better than the original, don't matter because you're just going to be zooming out all the way if you're actually playing this game, most likely. And that is not all. I've just been spitfiring things wrong with this game, and we're not even at the end yet. So apparently, they're saying things in their, terms and agreements, the EULA, that you have to agree. And I just want to read this to you. The intellectual property of your maps belongs to Blizzard, not you, and they are not required to compensate you in any way if you use it. Also, to the extent you are prohibited from transferring or assigning your moral rights to Blizzard by applicable laws to the utmost extent legally permitted, you waive any moral rights or similar rights you may have in all such custom games without any remuneration. So that's just pretty much saying, if you make an awesome app, if you make the original Dota, you don't own the rights to any of it. Not at all. It's Blizzard's. just 100% of the way, nothing you can do about that, and they're just going super hard into that. So the thing is stuff like this, why would you spend the time learning this engine and this system and making these custom games for this game when you could instead just spend a little bit more effort learning like a Unity or even like Game Maker to an extent? You know, Unity would probably be the best thing there, or like the Unreal Engine. Why not learn one of those engines where what you make you can actually profit off of, versus learning all of this thing in this terrible remaster of a game that you then own the rights to none of it? It just seems ridiculous to me. On top of that, they also are saying copyrighted material is not allowed in any custom maps, which means a multitude of older maps such as Anime Fight, Dragon Ball Z Tribute, and Pimp My Mario are now banned. So all of these favorites, I mean, I remember playing the ported version of Anime Fight in Dota 2. Like someone, you know, kind of brought the Warcraft 3, you know, they remade it in Dota 2's custom game stuff, and that was so much fun. It's just absurdly stupid fun, but a lot of the really popular copyrighted, you know, game modes and maps, that was some of the funnest things to do. Just have all these 100 different anime characters and just play them all. It was insanely fun. So also now, just half of the fun that you used to be able to have in Warcraft 3, no longer. Not allowed, no fun allowed here. And also, any content which is deemed inappropriate by Blizzard can be removed at their discretion. So, you know, that doesn't sound bad at first, but then Blizzard's the same company that is banning professional players for speaking up about Hong Kong. So it's not the best. So overall, I am not going to buy a Warcraft 3 Reforged, so this isn't really like a review video because I don't want to give Blizzard any money. Plus, I don't really feel the need or want to play this game. Also, something really, really funny about this is they aren't just making a like separate game of Warcraft 3 and then Warcraft 3 Reforged. So it's not like if you don't like Warcraft 3 Reforged, you can just go back to Warcraft 3. They've actually merged the two games and they're the same game now, except you can like go in the options and switch between like if you want the remastered version or the new or the old version. But the thing is that just means they took features out. So even if you're wanting to play the original Warcraft 3, some of the features are now just no longer there. And, you know, I could say that, yeah, maybe they're going to try to add this stuff back and, you know, slowly work towards it, but it's just hilarious. It's quite honestly funny how low Blizzard is getting. I mean, a year ago, 2 years ago, you could ask me if Blizzard was like I would say Blizzard was probably one of the better game companies there, and at this point, they are just digging their grave deeper and deeper and deeper. So I know a lot of this stuff, you know, to me, I had to do a little bit more research than normal to understand what some of this actually meant. I mean, I do have kind of a history with, you know, Dota, which kind of gives me a little pathway to knowing about Warcraft 3 and stuff. So I know a lot of you guys might not understand the implications about a lot of this stuff, but I just thought it was so fascinating and interesting to just see how badly they did this remaster. But overall, if you played the original Warcraft or you've seen a lot of stuff or heard a lot of stuff about Warcraft 3 Reforged, I would love to know your comments down below, especially because I never played Warcraft 3. I'm not going to play Warcraft 3 Reforged. Dota is kind of my like one little entry into this type of stuff, maybe, you know, World of Warcraft, but that's not at all the same. So, you know, if you have played this stuff or you have an opinion, let me know in the comments down below because I am fascinated to know what you guys think about this as well. And if you enjoyed this video, then consider leaving a like down below and subscribing to see more content. New videos come out about twice a week, whether we're doing game reviews, gaming news, or talking about gaming controversies like this. It's all on this channel. And if you are having a great day today, I hope you continue having a great day. If you guys aren't having a great day, I hope you guys start having a great day. But either way, guys, I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. See you guys next time.